Hey guys, I'm Combat Craig, and this is how to use the VA Disability Rating Calculator. There's a few reasons why you may want to use this. The first one is the VA uses whole numbers only, but your actual rating is not a whole number. It's a number that's rounded up or rounded down, usually somewhere in the middle. So when you're trying to figure out what your actual rating is, this could be one example of when you'd want to use it. If you're going to file another claim for an increase, it's nice to know where you're at, so you know where you need to go. So those are a couple different examples of where you might need to use the VA Disability Rating Calculator. So basically, here's how it works, and I'm going to do a demo for you. First, you take the bilateral factors, and you plug those into the calculator. So that's if you have a rating on the right side and a rating on your left side. You put those in, even if they're low numbers, 10 and 10 or 20 or whatever. And then you go highest to lowest. So 70, 50, 30, and so on. And then you'll get your actual rating. Here's a basic example for you. This is where you might want to use this. So you have 80% rating. What 80% are you? Are you rounded up to 80? Or are you rounded down to 80? So you have 70 for mental health, and then you have 10 for a couple orthopedic conditions, and then 10 for tinnitus. So how does that add up? Obviously, it's not 70 plus 10 equals 80 plus 10 equals 90 plus 10 equals 100. Obviously, that's not how the combined ratings table works. So let's plug this into the disability calculator and see what this rating actually is. All right, there's a couple of these online calculators. I'm going to just use Hill and Potton's. We have 70 for mental health. Gives us 70% pops up. And then there's a 10 and another 10. And you can see as the number goes down here, what your calculated rating is and what happens to it. So we have 70 plus 10 plus 10, then we have one more 10 for tinnitus. So it's 78%. So you can see if you remove these 10s, what happens to the rating. If we remove one of these 10s, it goes to 76. If we move another one of these 10s, it goes to 73. This is how the combined ratings table works. There's other ways to do this. This is an accurate way. You're trying to figure out what your actual number is, and then you can play around with it. If I file a secondary claim for this, and I get an extra 10 points, is that going to get me from 80 to 90 or 80 to 100, or is it just going to leave me at 80? For example, million reasons you want to use it. Just make sure you're making your calculations properly. Check out my boot camp if you're interested in learning more about the VA claims process. And if you need medical evidence, hit up my med team. There's an email address right here in the description, along with a link for my boot camp. I'll see you in the next video.